The fourth aspect of the art of influence, persuading others begins with you, is that you have to set for yourself personal standards of excellence. In every area of your life, you have to set for yourself a standard of excellence in the way you dress, in the way you speak, in the way you interact with other people, in your intellectual life, in your personal growth, in your emotional life, in your spiritual life, in your physical life. To whatever degree you can set for yourself and attain for yourself standards of excellence, other people are going to allow you to influence them more. In fact, there's a direct connection between your level of influence and your personal standards of excellence. People who live lives of excellence have more influence in the lives of others. Think about when you're looking for influence from other people. Let's say you have marriage problems. Do you go to the couple that has fights all the time and say, tell us your secret? No, you go to the couple that's been married for 30 years or 40 years or 50 years and say, we're having some marriage problems. Help us out here, because you view in them people who've achieved excellence in it. If you want to earn more money, you go to people who actually have money. You don't go to the guy on the side of the road holding a cardboard sign. Your level of excellence is going to create influence in the lives of other people. You know who understands this better than anybody else? The people who do advertising. They understand that if they can connect excellence with their product, they're going to be able to sell more. Now, I always use Wheaties as a great example of that. What's a Wheatie? A Wheatie's just a little tiny cornflake. It's not rocket science. But imagine if they tried to sell Wheaties by saying, Wheaties, a little tiny cornflake. Well, nobody would buy it. Instead, they say Wheaties, and you know what they say, breakfast of champions. And who do they put on the cover? They put a guy who's just won the gold medal. They don't put the guy who came in 43rd in the luge, right? They put in the guy who's the greatest at it. And my greatest example of this is Michael Jordan. Think about Michael Jordan. They pay him millions of dollars to endorse products. Why? Because he's the greatest basketball player to ever live. What does he endorse? Well, some of the things he endorses make sense. Nike. He endorses Nike shoes because he's a basketball player. Gatorade, because he has to drink something in between timeouts. But the third one is kind of interesting, and it's underpants. But you probably know what kind of underpants he wears, right? He wears Hanes underpants. Now, I remember I asked this once in a conference. I said, why do they pay Michael Jordan millions of dollars a year to endorse Hanes underpants? And this older woman sitting in the front row under her breath said, because he looks good in them.